Hey, what's up guys? Like I said, I was going to do a tutorial on how to tear apart your Xbox controller if you want to customize it or put in a color swap kit. So, now I have just taken off the warranty sticker that was in there. As you can see, there's a screw under it. And you just have to take out the battery pack. And what I do, I take an X-Acto knife and just kind of flake it off until I just kind of get in there and flake it up and it comes right off. So there's 7 screws instead of 6. So there's 2 up here, 2 on here, and then 2 right here. So I'm just going to do that. So it only takes a couple minutes to take it apart. It takes 5 minutes to tear it apart. And once you know how to do it, it's fairly easy. Oh, and make sure that you have a Torx T8 security bit, not just a regular Torx T8, because the security bit is different from just a regular Torx. And what I suggest doing is putting a towel or a shop towel on your surface that you're working on, so you get preferably a light color so you don't lose these screws right here. So I'm just going to set these off to the side. There's 7 in total. I suggest just getting a little tray to put them on. And once you have taken them all out, all you need to do is put your finger on the mic piece right here and on the top of the battery pack like this. Push in the triggers and it just pops right out. Okay, now, so you have your back shell just fully disassembled. You want to take that, set that off to the side with the battery pack, and what I do is I just stick the battery pack in it so I don't lose it. And the circuit board should just pop right out, and it should have the triggers and the analog sticks attached. And the rumbles. Now you want to make sure that the rumbles are held and not dangling at all times, because it will damage them. And then you have these pads. These are very important. Do not lose these or it will not work. So you just take them out like this, lay these off to the side, and then just dump them. Dump all the pieces out. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the sync button will just pop right out if it is a older controller, or a newer controller I should say. And on the newer controllers they have different size peg holes, so you can't mix up on how the sync button goes on, which is good. And then to separate the sync button from the bumpers, all you have to do is push, just like that. And so I'm just going to set that off to the side, and then you have the ABXY, the start, the back, and then the home button. And it is extremely important you do not lose this ring. This ring that goes around the home button, or you couldn't see the LEDs. So I'm going to set all these buttons off to the side as well. And then you have your shell. Now what I do, for those of you that have that have had a tech deck, I take a tech deck tool, and it's small enough to get down in the hole, because there are 2 Phillips head screws holding the D-pad in place. So let me just unscrew these. Don't want to lose these screws either. Okay, now once you have the D-pad unhooked, take a chisel or just take your screwdriver, and there's 2 little tabs. All you have to do is push one of them, and the D-pad just pops right out. And this back piece is also extremely important, and you see how there's 4 holes? These 2 holes, the circles, are for the screws, and then the 2 slots on the sides are for the little clips, as you can see on the sides, right here and right here. And then 2 screws just screw into there. And I just put these together. They snap right back together, easy to get apart. Just set that off to the side. So there you go. You have completely disassembled your Xbox controller, and it is now ready to be prepped.